Quantum has a really clear strategic growth plan, and it incorporates essentially two key areas. We make acquisitions and we purchase practices in both accounting and in financial planning, and sometimes in mortgage broking, in order to create commercial scale. We are strongly of the opinion that the one-person practice and the one-producer practice is outdated. And as a result of that, we essentially put quality people together who want to work in an environment in which they're able to share costs and have a strong support system that potentially or individually they may not have afforded prior to that. Within that framework of our strategic growth, Quantum offers three distinct areas of partnership, one of which, of course, would be a straightforward acquisition whereby you would buy a share in our business, and we would welcome that. We seek quality people. We're really clear on the understanding that our business is about our people and the people we service and nothing else. We take for granted, of course, that all the basics are in place, or what we would refer to as culture, which includes integrity, passion, energy, positive approach to life, and all the other good things that go with that. But essentially, you can purchase shares, you can earn shares through our dynamic equity model, and the other way, of course, is that we have a formal association. Once again, with some experience in our industry or our profession in both accounting and financial planning, we don't actively support and in fact don't like traditional referral arrangements because we don't believe they ever maximize their commercial potential. And so our third option is formal associations with other professionals. Primarily these are accountants and tax partners, but also mortgage planners, attorneys, asset finance specialists, and a whole host of other service providers in and around what our core business of financial planning does. And that, of course, would include self-managed super type administrators. And we have formal legal agreements whereby we each own equity in a joint venture. Each person continues to run their own business, but we have an emotional and a financial and practical commitment to make that joint venture work. And we find from experience that that works really well because we need to share databases, we need to implement the best of both of our systems, and essentially that incorporates a proactive client service program whereby we have an active and ongoing client engagement. We believe that that's the center of what we do as professionals, beside giving strategic advice on a long-term basis, of course, and doing that always in the client's best interest. Our priority is absolutely to provide exceptional service with passionate people who love what we do and love what this profession does and subscribe to what our vision is, which is to create a uniform, holistic practice whereby people can essentially go and our clients can come into one office and receive all of the professional services that they require in their lives. And we're really proud of that concept. We know that it's not unique to ourselves, but we have an absolute commitment to making that work. Quantum uniquely as well believes strongly that legal agreements never keep partners together. And we have a simple document within all of our partnership agreements which enable anyone at any stage, should the culture not be working for them, should it not be in their interest to continue in the relationship, simply to divorce in a sensible, mature manner. So all of our agreements, whether we've purchased a practice, purchased into a practice, or have a formal association, our culture is quite simply a non-conflict culture. We know that what we're trying to do, or we strongly believe, will keep people together, and that legal agreements don't do that. And so we provide an environment which is encouraging, positive, supportive, and creates the opportunity for individuals to shine and be exceptional in their profession. And should that not work out for whatever reason, whether that's irrespective of who's to blame within that, in reality, just within life, not everything works out, and we create an environment where there's a seamless entry and exit into our business, because we believe that's not only right and fair, but also it conforms to our culture. But Quantum at the moment, through an assembly of acquisitions, associations, with some really fantastic partners that we have in our growing business. At the moment we manage in and around $1 billion in a 4.5-year period. It's done not through any type of miracle at all, but just simply by having a really clear business vision and a clear understanding from the partners that join us that it's better to be part of a team than on your own, provided you protect all your inherent, essentially what are fears, I guess. And people, work on their own, in our opinion, largely because they seek control, and we categorically don't. They seek to be masters of their own destiny, and we can provide that within our environment because we certainly don't seek to micromanage anybody. It's a true partnership. Even as the founder of the business, I have a minority shareholding by intent. And other professionals spend an inordinate amount of time in non-productive areas. And I suppose in practical terms that would mean possibly doing statements of advice at night, worrying about what platforms and products they use, engaging staff, worrying about whether there's paper in the machines, opening the doors, turning the lights off, paying the creditors, all sorts of aspects to a business that quite clearly, I think we'll all agree, offer no commercial value whatsoever, but do need to be done. And in our model, essentially what we do is we consolidate all of what we would call the administration and operational aspects, the IT and all of those facets, put them all together, get high quality, generally younger people to look after that, who are highly skilled in those areas such as IT, and then release the financial planner, the professional, the tax accountant, the mortgage broker, etc., to concentrate on the areas that essentially drive our business, which is the commercial aspects of giving advice, providing client service, engaging with clients, high levels of client activity. And we've got a number of examples as to where that's worked really well. And we believe that that's the model of the future, where quite simply within our profession, in all of these associated professions, within financial services and accounting, it is simply not possible to be all things to all men. And we prefer our partners to concentrate on the front end of the business while we take care of the back office.